Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I wanted to talk about the EM-1 Quantum in Advanced Warfare. This is the laser weapon that they showed off as part of their DLC pre-order bonus thing, and for whatever reason the build that we played at Gamescom had the EM-1 Quantum and not the regular EM-1. So this is the one that has unlimited ammo, but it has a battery that overheats, so you won't ever run out of ammo, but you do have to kind of manage the heat on your battery and let it cool off. It's aesthetically very pleasing. It looks very cool. It's actually kind of fun to play and goof around with, but only fun to an extent because it's really not a great weapon. It's not very practical, and honestly I don't believe it's very strong or very good. There were a lot of concerns about this weapon being overpowered or broken in some kind of way or a cheater gun. And every single person that I talked to, with the exception of Maccabee, who's usually an outlier in opinions anyway, all the pros, all the casual guys, all the YouTubers, they all kind of agreed that the gun's fun, but kind of useless practically. I mean, you just saw how long it took me to kill somebody right there. With another weapon, I could have done it much, much faster. Some of the things that you don't see about the weapon from the gameplay are that it's in the heavy weapons category, which is light machine guns. This means it has the slowest category of run speed in the game. It has very slow aim down sights and extremely slow strafing while you're aiming down sights. It looks a little bit faster on my screen because I put the it's called the lightweight grip, which is kind of like the Black Ops 2 quick draw grip, so that I can aim down sights faster, and I put the stock on this weapon, and I'm running a lightweight and all these perks to kind of compensate for how incredibly slow it is. But that's not really the kick. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. It does have recoil. That's another big concern. That thought that it would shoot straight forward and not kick. It does actually drift up and to the left for some reason, considerably more than what I would like it to. Even with the grip, it was still a little bit more difficult to handle than it looked, especially at long ranges. I mean, close range is not an issue, but longer ranges, where I really thought it would shine, is not very useful. But the kicker with this weapon is that it has one of the slower time to kills in the game overall, and with the way people move, it just compounds that and makes it an extremely slow time to kill weapon, because when you shoot somebody with this, unlike a lot of the other weapons, they're going to have time to react and just immediately boost out of the way, and you have to reacquire the target and just keep painting them and hosing them with your little heat ray or laser or whatever it is. It just doesn't work very well. Like, I really didn't kill many people with this. I'm going to loop the footage at this point because there is a press embargo. There's only so much I'm allowed to upload, so I unfortunately do have to loop the footage while I talk about it. But again, not super practical or useful. If the concern about this weapon was that it would be overpowered or broken or unfair, that's not true. If anything, it's more broken in the fact that I really wouldn't use it unless I plan to do something funny with it. If anything, it might even could use a slight pre-launch buff. That's my opinion. That's also the opinion of most of the pro players and YouTubers, but Maccabee was of the opinion that if you use this as a suppression weapon and you had a good team and you sat back and you constantly used it to lane and suppress and choke them down, or if you had two people doing it, it could be very unfair as you could kind of sweep the map and cut them off. I only ran into this once on the map Ascend, and it was not when I was recording. There was a sort of hallway-like choke point in that map that was very popular for running the flag, and one of the enemies got the EM-1 Quantum, and they set up in that hallway choke point, and they did use it to just kind of aim down sights and hose and keep us from going through there, but it still wasn't extremely deadly. That's my sort of pre-launch review of the EM-1 Quantum. I hope that you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.